Steven can't cook Phở Gà, also known as Vietnamese Chicken Noodle Soup. The best cure for any sickness or hangover or homesick. Nothing beats a nice warm bowl of chicken noodle soup. Picked up 2 young chickens at Costco business. It was about $14 and some change. And we can make probably, I would say, 6 to 8 bowls, depending on how you batch it out. First, some high quality H2O. We're gonna get our 2 young chickens in there. I trimmed off some of the fat to set aside, and we're gonna boil it for about 45 minutes. Skim off any extra scum to ensure a nice, clean, clear broth. And we're gonna just shock our whole chickens in some cold water, give it a quick ice bath, and let it sit for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes so it can come down to temperature and stop its cooking process. I have some peeled ginger that we're gonna throw in. I'm not gonna char anything on this batch here. Half a yellow onion. Just try to make it as simple as possible. So about 2 large gingers, half an onion, and might add a little bit more water. Now that our chicken has come down to room temperature, we're gonna carve it up, keeping all the edible parts, the drums, the wings. We're gonna set aside. We're gonna pull off the breast, and any extra bones and carcass and skin we're gonna throw back into our broth. The goal here is not to overcook the chicken, so you want to time it perfectly so it still has some texture and doesn't get too powdery, because sometimes the chicken can get too powdery if you overcook it. Do your best. I would say for this size it was about 45 minutes. It just depends on the chicken size. I'm gonna clean it up, put all our edible parts onto the plate, and all the bones and extra other things we're gonna just throw back into that broth so it can flavor it even more, give it some more soul, some more flavor. Let's start on our dry aromatics. I got some cinnamon, some cloves, coriander seeds, star anise, some fennel, and then we're just gonna hit it with some hot water to let everything bloom, rehydrate a bit, bring some aromatics back into our dried stuff. Here we have some chicken skins that I trimmed off the whole chicken, and we're gonna fry it up with some lime leaves that we got from Mama Chow's garden. So the chicken fat should render into the aromatics about 5 to 8 minutes on low heat till the house starts smelling fragrant. And then we're gonna get everything into our spice ball. So that's about an hour in. We'll throw our spice ball in, and let's just prep our green onions and cilantro, because any good pho should have lots and lots of green onions and cilantro. All right, we got some fresh noodles here. These are the fatter, wider noodles. I prefer the thinner ones, the Huthio versions, but this is all they had at the time at the Asian market. So we go with these. Use any noodle you have or like. Let's garnish with our green onions and our cilantro on top of our fresh noodles. All right, the last like 10-15 minutes, the only thing I'm gonna season this pho broth with is fish sauce. So the last 15 minutes, we're gonna hit it with a good amount of fish sauce and let it boil off. Another 15-20 minutes so the fishy taste and smell can cook out a little bit, and that's it. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, so it's just the ginger in there, just the onions, just the bones, and the fish sauce. That's it for now. I'm gonna cut up some serranos. You can cut up some jalapenos, some chicken breasts we're gonna slice up nicely. You can shred it if you want. I'm just trying to cut it so it looks a little pretty, but my mom used to just shred it. Place the protein on top as our broth is boiling off that fish sauce. Super easy, guys. No charring the ginger, no charring the onions. Again, I think you can get this done in less than 2 hours. And that is our Phở Gà broth. And here is the secret that makes a really good Phở Gà is some lime leaves. So some fresh lime leaves here. You take it off from the stem and you're gonna thinly slice, chiffonade, however you say it, as possible. And we're gonna add this on top of our Phở Gà, and it really opens up the broth. It really opens up the flavor of the chicken. It just works really well with this dish. So thinly sliced lime leaves here, and boom, we're ready to serve. Simple, no sugar added chicken pho, no sugar, no hoisin sauce is how I was taught growing up. Just red sauce. We have some cilantro, some Thai basil. We always have some black pepper, and you know it's Kimberly Chow approved.